Hi there. I hope you don't smoke, but whether you do or you don't, I have a riddle for you about making your smokes out of cigarette butts. Oh, that's disgusting, but still, it's a really great riddle. In fact, it's one of my favorites. Let's say 8 cigarette butts are needed to make 1 cigarette, and you have 64 cigarette butts in a pile in front of you. And I'm not going to ask what on earth you're doing with a pile of 64 cigarette butts. How many cigarettes will you smoke? I know this riddle is disgusting, but to be fair, I'm going to repeat it. 8 cigarette butts make 1 cigarette. You have 64 in a pile. How many cigarettes are you going to smoke? If you're laughing because the answer is so easy, you say it's 8. Well, yeah, 8 times 8 is 64, but it's not the answer here. So I'm going to give you a hint. You must play pretend, and I'll repeat the hint like Yoda would. Pretend play you must. Now you have a choice. You can pause the video to think, or you can just keep on watching and get the answer. What are you going to do? Giving you a choice. All right, here. There are 64 cigarette butts, and I am going to use how many? That's right, 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you see I have made 1 cigarette out of them, which I'm going to smoke. Oh God, that's disgusting. Oh, it's getting hot. I have just thrown a new cigarette butt onto the ground. Now, if I did this 7 more times, and I don't know why I would smoke 7 more cigarettes, I would have 8 butts on the floor so I could make my 9th cigarette. And that's the answer, 9. But you knew that. So what's the lesson here? Is it that you should watch more Star Wars? And obviously that is a yes. But the lesson is that the obvious answer is not always the right one. Haven't I ever told you that you have to listen carefully and then think? Haven't I? Thinking is free, and it should be a habit that you should always do. Don't forget that. I am Mike for the Be More Better team. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe if you haven't, but always, always be more better. Body, mind, and spirit. And then be even more better when you make someone else, oh, maybe you can get them to stop smoking. By the way, I thought of collecting 64 real cigarette butts to film this video. I just couldn't make myself do it. Oh, and another, by the way, I once smoked 1 cigarette. I coughed my lungs out. Years later, I was persuaded to try a cigar. It almost made me puke. And now a shout out to Marie, who once was a smoker and stopped. This has been a pleasure. Until the next one, bye now.